Well, hello. Where am I? I'm here. And welcome back to another Rise and Empires video with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, comments, suggestions, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. I've been busy, peeps. I've been busy. It's Christmas time. And work is busy. So you haven't seen me for 4 or 5 days, and I was like, I'm going to try to do a rock video every day, and I didn't have the chance. So it is Duel Day already. It is Tuesday. Our first duel is coming up in a few hours. Oh, we are so unprepared. But we're doing all right. Today, basically, I just want to talk about what you should be doing in preparation for your first duel. So, duel day prep, if you would. First things first, we want to make sure that we have our alliance center. We have our structures placed in the way we want them. As I've said before, you don't have to go this way. This is the way we decided. We also want to make sure that all of our structures are not burning. That's annoying. Hopefully somebody will fix that soon. We also want to make sure that we have tiled out and covered all 2x2 and 3x3 areas. Well, you'll cover 3x3 if you cover all 2x2 areas, so that enemy castles cannot teleport close. Okay, a castle is a 2x2 entity. It cannot teleport to here because one tile is taken up by the tile that we own, and we want to grid this defense out as far as we possibly can. Now you can see here we've used a farm alliance to continue the gridding out as far as we possibly can, and such the other ways and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of right. We're kind of set here. Next thing we want to do is want to make sure that we ourselves are ready. I want to pop in here. We want to make sure that we have a ton of troops. We need cavalry and we need foot. Foot are going to have the highest demolition value. Now, if we were smart, we're not smart, we're stupid, we would have a demolition value of over 500. That is, I think, tier 7 foot, a lot of those, and these guys all maxed out would definitely give us that. We haven't had time. We're behind. However, we got to 320, so that means when I am attacking an enemy tile, it's going to take me 2 hits per tile. So that's kind of frustrating. It's going to waste a lot of stamina, but it is what it is. We are where we are. But we do hopefully have a ton of, we've got 100,000 extra arcane knights, and we should have court guards, only 12,000. Okay, damn. That's definitely not enough. So we're going to be training up a ton of court guards in the next hour or so. To make sure that we have an excess of those, just so that when we get wounded, we can just immediately replenish our legions. Third thing we want to do is we want to make sure we have enough dragon defense. Once again, we don't. How many dragon bolts do we have? One shout, and only not enough crystals. Right, that's fine. How many shouts we've got? How many protection bolts do we do? 19 of 21. We need to do some more. We don't have enough yet. Okay, that's fine. We will get some crystals made, so I'll rush all of this, I guess, over the next couple of hours as well. Get some of that going, because we need these not only to defend. We're definitely going to be attacked by dragon bolts, but we want to be able to port some people out. Now a black dragon can immediately port out somebody, I think, so we want that as well. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, most important thing is we need to work out who we're actually going to attack. Now this is probably the most important bit in what we've been doing over the last weekend. I'll just harvest that quickly, is come in here. We've been looking at where we're ranked. So we're currently ranked 18th. Everything 5 teams below and 5 teams or ranks above are potential rock duel opponents. Now, there's a couple of caveats here. Say we wanted to fight these guys. These guys might have chosen a different duel time to us. So our duel time is set here in the truce timer. You can certainly currently see we're set for truce 800 to 16. That means we fight at reset. Now, if these guys above us here, the ones we wanted to fight, have chosen the truce time to be reset time, that means they're going to fight at 8 o'clock or reset plus 8, which means we can't fight them. So when looking at all of these alliances, we want to basically estimate who's going to be our potential enemies, and then we want to find their alliance centers, and then we want to kind of come up with a plan to attack them. Now we've gone through and we found, one of our fantastic members went through and wrote a list of all of the alliance centers for all of the teams above and below us. So we have options. We have picked one of these options as who we want to target. And at the duel time, where is it? It probably hasn't popped up yet. But here, this will give us an option to choose to duel them. There will be a split second where we're able to press that button, and where another enemy is able to press a button on us. That's why you want to have as much information as possible. You want to have those coordinates. So in case we're not fast enough to press the button and to choose the opponent we want, because as I said, we've chosen one of these opponents out of the 5 above us and the 5 below that we want to fight. If we're not fast enough, then maybe one of these other guys is going to press. So we need to know where these guys are as well. So we have all that information. It's super important. It's about strategy. It's about planning. Obviously, there's some of these guys here that we don't want to fight, that have very good defensive systems set up. And there's some of these guys that have pretty much no defense set up, and that's who we really want to fight. If we hit above, so we attack one of these guys up the top, these guys up the top, we're going to get more points than if we attack below. Yeah, because we're going to get a percentage of their points added to ours when we win the duel. So we want to always be hitting up as much as we can. Now, your state might end up having alliances with other states, and we do have an alliance with another state. I can't remember the number. So that has wiped out some of the people we could attack as well, because some of these states we are actually allied with. But we've picked our target. We've made a plan. Then what we want to have is we want to have attacking and defending teams. You want to have one of your R4s or a couple of your R4s who have knowledge of the R.O.C duels, and if they don't have knowledge, they need to have been watching videos for the last year. They need to be ready to attack, and then you want to set some of your R4s to be ready to defend. The best way to win at R.O.C is aggressive attack, get points, destroy alliance center, and then defend for the rest of the time. If obviously you can destroy all the enemy alliance centers, you will win by default, a wipeout so to speak. However, in the first couple of duels, I think that's a bit tricky. If this is the first time you're doing R.O.C, you will notice that it's going to be hard to get all of your team together. Obviously picking a duel time when everybody is online is quite hard. We have players in Europe, America, Australia, I think the Middle East, all over basically. So it's kind of tough to find a time when we're all online. However, we've picked a time we think works best. But when you're in a new alliance, you are going to find that, and with new people playing, that it's going to be kind of hard to find the perfect time. So I expect this first duel to have very minimal engagement from a lot of our members until they see how much fun it was, and then I hope that they will be engaging more for the second, third, fourth, and on through the season. We do expect to win this one, but I'm not confident. We've got some great players, so I think we do have a really good chance, especially if we push forward very hard. Now, the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th thing, obviously, is you want to... Come on, game. Freezing. Stop freezing. BlueStack's going crazy. Is you want to be able to take tiles as high as possible. Unfortunately, again, I have been too busy to really be doing this. So we're only at Coalition Base Camp 10, as you can see here, which means we can't take level 9s yet. Now, you need level 9s in order to be able to take space around the... Alliance Center 2. We do have a couple of members, quite a few members actually, who have already reached that level 9, so I'm not too stressed. We will have people who can attack the Alliance Center 2, but to be honest, I don't think we're going to get there. I think most likely we're going to just be stopped around AC1, where we're going to focus as hard as we can on getting points. Because obviously, as I said before, there's one way to win, destroying all the Alliance Centers. The other way to win is to destroy as many buildings and get as many points as you possibly can. Now, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th thing we want to do, and apologies that the game is just... Come on, BlueStacks, catch up. Always this game. But basically, we want to place ourselves in the right position. Now, I am not available for this duel. I will be at work. Here we go. It's coming back up. Come on. I thought I put a thing there. Yeah. So I will be at work. So what I'm going to do is place ourselves out on the edge of the map, on the edge of our defense, basically. And I'm going to pop myself here. So effectively, because I'm not going to be able to help during the duel, I'm placing myself out of the way so that nobody can dragon me and then take my spot. What we need to do is need to come back here and find our spot where we just were. Must have been here. And I guess if we go there, there, right there, occupy this bit, like so. And then that's going to leave a 4. This won't be a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2. So we need to go here as well. It's a little bit messy, but it's fine. Like so. That should cover those whole things, so nobody can teleport there. Now we're taking ourselves out of the equation, so nobody can dragon me and then take my spot. I also might be able to come back at some point during the duel, so we could help in defense by being out here on the edge. Now you can see here on the edge, this is the most likely place where they're going to place their rally point. So their rally point is the way they're going to gain access. Without a rally point, they can't place a tile. Yeah, they can't own a tile in our state unless it starts from a rally point. Same for you, when you're going to another state and attacking them, you're going to need to place your rally point for it first. Your rally point will be able to be placed from the R.O.C menu, the Duel Day menu, and it takes some stones to build, but you need to place it, and then from there we can start to build a road. The enemy's tiles in your state are going to appear red, so you want to make sure that you are attacking red tiles only. When they finished their duel, when you finish the duel with them, their tiles are going to turn to purple. And you want to make sure you're cleaning those tiles up so they don't have a foothold in your state. While we're here, just click on that guy, do a bit of that white crow stuff. So, and then I guess we're kind of ready. I mean, we've got people down below. I can see who are talking about it. We've got people in charge of it. Kind of as ready as we'll ever be, to be honest. And as I said, I'm a little bit behind. It's basically been 6 days of pure work for me since the last video, and Christmas stuff and stuff like that. I have family things. I haven't had time, so I'm a bit behind. So what I need to do over the next couple of hours is really pump, I guess, crystals so that we can get dragon shots and training more footmen. I guess by the next duel I can be involved in. We really want to be having tier 7 footmen, but I've fallen behind for sure. But that's what we want to do, and I'm quietly confident. For me, in my experience, it's always been about the strategy. If you have a good plan of attack and you can rush that plan, then I think most likely you're going to win. A lot of duels are lost through confusion and not knowing who you're attacking. So if you can choose who you're attacking, rush them fast, I think you've got the best chance of winning. Now, hopefully this week you're not going to see me. It's Christmas week. I hope I'll be able to put out another 1 or 2 videos, and I really hope at the end of this week I'll be able to record some an actual duel. That'll be actually on Christmas Day. A duel on Christmas Day, how annoying is that? I mean, this game it should just go, actually, let's have a pause for Christmas, everybody enjoy yourself over the holidays. No, everybody fight. But yeah, it is what it is. God, there's a lot of these things are annoying all over the place. Can't stand them. Anyway, look, that's just a little update of where we're at before our first duel. I'll come back sometime this week with how we went, and then we'll get back into it properly with a couple of, hopefully by the 3rd duel this week, we'll be able to show you some actual footage of dueling and how you kind of build roads and some of the strategies around that. But thank you so much for watching. If I sound a bit tired, it is because I am tired. I'm exhausted. Long weeks of work. But I hope to see you again soon. Catch you later. Bye.